Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is the Rise of Nation, it is episode 55, and today we do have an action-packed episode, and we do have OB after the whole year, into the new half of the season, when we have the season break. Usually I bring you the last game of the season and the cup game. I'm just going to tell you right now, we got knocked out first round of the cup trying to defend our title. I'm going to start there, right? But we have some transfer drama we need to get to. We got done by Frem on penalties, and Frem are 2 divisions below us. We played them in our first ever season. 35 shots, 15 on target, got absolutely FM'd. They only had a 1.88 expected goal difference. Well done, boys. And we were ahead in the shootout. They missed their first 2 pens. We still lost. It was just one of those games you knew we were going to lose. Zahora played 120 minutes and missed a hatful of chances. Was lucky to even score 2 on the day. Jenkins missed a penalty. Since then, by the way, Jenkins scored goal of the month and then scored a hat-trick in a 4-0 win on the final day of the season as well. But, that was bizarre. So because of that, I decided I'm just going to play out, and we lost to Bromby, we got FM. AB was a close game, and all of a sudden we lost 4 games on the trot. I was like, we're in trouble here. We're throwing away the title. We're throwing away any hope. We're going to fall into like a 5th, 6th place battle again. We played bottom and we won. This is the game that needs to be highlighted. We were in 3rd, Nords were in 4th, and we went out there and we absolutely snotted them, and Jenkins went ballistic, and all of a sudden we might need to rely on Jenkins just that little bit a little bit more, because he's just broke his arm, by the way, in training, but he's able to play through it at the moment. Some of the goals, this is one of the best hat-tricks you will see on FM. One of the best hat-tricks you see on FM. Apart from the first goal, the next few goals are out of this world, ladies and gentlemen. Football Manager ever wants to see. They did an update. I was about to say, since the update, everything looks like really good, but that didn't load up, and yeah, it has been over the day. Anyway, as you can see, this first goal, just don't even bother, right? It's just one of those. But nice to get Jenkins. Back-to-back games scoring. I was like, yes, great, not a problem. Tight game. We're ahead. Surely we'll be okay. And then the next 2 goals, just bang, half volley, see you later, top bins. That goal didn't even make the top 3 goals of the season. His goal against the team we played before, and we scored like 90th minute. He beat like 5 guys from halfway. That goal won goal of the month. That is a goal that deserves a win goal of the month. Wow, good hit. And then in the end, Zahora scored really late as well, which was nice to see. I might as well let you guys see it. So we have some transfer drama. Now, we've been getting big offers for Yepi. Montpellier came in on the 1st of January, said 2.3 mil, 3.5 mil over terms. I said still a no. Since then, Montpellier didn't even bother. We've had offers for Yepi from Spal for about 1.6 up to 3 million. Said no. Zahora had an offer from a Chinese club for 3 million. Said no. They never came back in. I was like, great, not a problem. Because Zahora has had offers from, Pondova and Genoa, and it have been anywhere from 1 mil to about like 2.5, 3 mil, and said no, and he's had no interest in them at all. On deadline day, Spezia Genoa just said, here's 5 million. Yet again, it's deadline day, and yet again, I'm faced with a spot where I'm like, I've got no time to sign another striker, and we're about to lose Zahora if he says yes to a contract. I don't think he does, and today better not be the day I lose him. It got to the stage I was even saying to the stream, I'm like, beautiful, I think we're going to get through today without losing anyone. Now, we don't know. Now, we do not know. At least our window does close on the 3rd. If we lose Zahora, we are in for the market for a striker. But I'm hoping, I am praying, that Zahora just doesn't want to leave. Doesn't want to see Yepi leave the club, same here. Flattered by the interest in him. There are 2 clubs in Division 2. Genoa are first to Serie B. The only club I see him going to is Genoa. I don't see him going to Spezia, but Genoa I see him going to because he knows that they're going to get to the Serie A, right? More than likely, and with him there, probably so. And it's the only team that I think out of the whole time I thought, yeah, that's the team he would go to. We would get 2.5 million, by the way, to spend on a striker. There's one guy that I reckon I have in mind for this, right? Straight off the bat, if he hasn't gone to another club as well. And I'll show you who that is. But I am really hoping he says no and no, and he doesn't want to go, and not a problem. The only reason he wanted to go to the Chinese club was because they could have paid him a big wage and it's in a reputable league. I just think for him to move from the Super League to Serie B, he won't do it. But we'll find out. It's 40 in the inbox. This is not good. Head coach, squad dynamics, Hutchinson, Conte, players being scouted. We don't particularly care too much right now. That Leon King guy we know about. Yeah, here we go. We got 10 list. Gonna disregard. Not you. He looks really good. Oh my God, he's physically unbelievable. Thank God, what a name. He's South African as well, surely with a name like that. Nigerian. Thank God, Follow Run Show. I will just nickname him Thank God. Mate, please be good. He's transfer listed, is he? Won about 18 clubs. A lot of Spanish first and second division. Thank God. I look at his physics and go, wow. Oh, wow. Thank God. That's worth the YouTube episode itself. Thank God. If Zahora stays, I'm telling you right now that the whole episode, if Zahora stays, is going to be thank God. Not because A, we found a player called Thank God, and B, Zahora stays. Thank God. Right? Wow. Interesting. Has he always been at Cadiz? Karuna, then Cadiz in the player exchange. Nice. And I don't think he would be like in this list at all. No, he's not. All right. Anyhow. Worth having a look. Add him in the shortlist anyway with a name like that. He's not good enough. He's okay. 19-year-old on a free looks unreal. You're a centre-back and a half. You're a ball-playing defender. Have a look at him. Physically unbelievable at 6'2". Very good physicals. Great determination. This is a kid for the future. Yeah, hello. We're making signings YouTube episode, boys. No, mate. There we are. Just if you want to, even better, I'll give you like a fringe player. 900 a week. Yes, I would. Remove, and I'll give you 925. Alright. Sam Kirk, 50 determination, physically good. Second thing is we sign him and an English club wants him. There's a kid like this, that's 20 mil. He would be someone you would flip. He's been at Derby a lot, has not played. I do not understand. A kid like that should have been playing in the championship. If they're in the championship. They are. I think a kid like that should be playing. He looks really good. Shoots from distance. Long shots, 6'5". Yeah, makes sense. Well, that was a really good scout. That was the right time to do that scout report. Normally, I would just skim past that in the middle of a YouTube episode, but that was quality. I've made one signing as well. I failed in a centre-back signing. We got an offer in for him. Went to Darmstadt, really good centre-back. I might show you quickly if I can find him in my shortlist. And we had a striker from Colombia that would have been the backup and probably would have started for me if this deal happens. And that would make things very annoying. But let's just thank God, right? Even though he's only 20 years old, and hope that Zahora stays. And if he does, I might just sign thank God because it's just a signing. It's just a sign that he's staying. I don't know. I don't want him to go anywhere. We also play the Derby in this episode. We'll play the OB game as well. And depending how long that takes, we might play Randers too, but we'll see. They're in from Leroy Mitchell, Copenhagen. This guy doesn't have enough potential for me to even bother. Transfer deadline day, I'm going to decline that. And yeah. Oh, man, this is huge, huh? This is huge. Sam Kerr. We're in for Oliver Davis as well. He was running out of a contract, said yes, signed him on a deal here to be backup goalkeeper with this good, and Spurs re-signed him. It was not nice. He's still wanted by a lot of clubs, but I think he's too much now. I'll quickly show you who he went in for as well. Can't remember the centre-back's name now. We're monitoring a guy from Wolves, but I'll show you if that goes into anything. It'll probably just go into my shortlist, really. And I go by centre-back. Yeah, Maxine. I've been looking for a guy that's got international experience and very good as a ball-playing defender and naturally quick. He's just perfect. He's exactly what I want. But unfortunately for me, we offered it on the 27th of December, when we found that list with like shortlisted players on expiring on contracts. That's the reason I do it, to find guys like this. Like, if he came in, he's just next level. I just think Bubba's just starting to, as a ball-playing defender on the right-hand side, starting to not be good enough. Definitely good enough to keep around at the club. He's good on the thing, but, he's good around the group. But I think we can upgrade in that position. I was also tempted to upgrade left mid, but obviously saw the heroics of Niall Jenkins that I don't want to. But now we might be thrown into a left mid signing here late doors as well. If we can't find a striker, we'll move Jenkins up top and put somebody out there because Jenkins is a natural striker. He's 6'2", he's physical. He could probably do a job, right? But yeah, Maxine is definitely a loss. And then if I went and did this and took off that and went to striker, actually I think he's already gone. We were thinking about getting in. Where is he? There's a Colombian guy. Not this guy, I don't think, but he would be good. It was another Colombian guy. I can't remember what his name was. I know his name was Delgado. Is that Million striker? There he is. Fabian, we had an offer accepted for. He waited a couple of weeks himself. He would have been perfect, already 3.5 star, good determination, very good physical, good dribbling, good composure. I had him on a pre-contract for 1.5k a week, accepted as a squad player, and he would have just been on the bench, on for Zahora. If Zahora left, I would have said, I wouldn't have signed the guy. I would have said, hey, Fabian, this is your chance in a season where it looks like we're not going to finish any lower than 6th, and we're going to just be in this league. Go out there. If we lost Zahora and we had this guy, I would have just said, not a problem. Well, it happens. Go out there. We've got Jenkins on the left. A season to see what we can do, but build for next season and the development. Unfortunately, he didn't want to come either, so he's probably missed a trick that he's at Medley in. But yeah, just one of those things at the moment. Let's hope Zahora stays. Those two would have been massive. I signed both of them. I'm thinking we're going to have a year and a half. And Fabian, by the way, was out of the club on the 1st of Jan as well, so we could have signed him in straight away. So the reason I went big on him, But yeah, unfortunate for us. But who knows? Let's just hope Zahora stays and Zahora doesn't leave. And I need Zahora to let me know ASAP. I need Zahora to either come out and reject him today or go, no, I'm leaving. Because I need to be able to move for someone as well. And because we're going to have so much money, I'm going to put someone on a big amount of wage, I reckon. But we'll wait and we'll see. Wait and we'll see. There's a guy in my mind that is experienced in the league that I can do it with. I'm just making sure that he's in my book somewhere. So I remember the name as well. He played at Virgil. That's your clue, that he played at Virgil. Is all I'm going to give you. Streaming that. Alright, here we go. We're also losing Frederick Anderson. He doesn't want to sign a new deal. And he wants to be... Saying that, though, there's THANKGOD that I could go after, too. There's players, boys. There's players. Kirk accepts Derby offer to sign a new contract. Boo. Frederick Anderson, as much as I love him, he doesn't want to sign a new deal. He's like this. He wants to be an important player. Won't take a squad rotation or whatever. So I'm just going to take the 14k and run. So Horror Ops... Thank God. What a name for the YouTube episode. Thank God. that is drama and a half. We don't need to sign no one. Yes! However, make a Flint offer. I don't even know who you are. Christopher Flint, youngster. Yeah, go ahead. Sure. He stays, boys. He stays. Oh, baby. He stays. I got a new deal in for him. Oh, I don't want Friss to leave. I've got a deal in for Friss as well. Oh, that is good. He rejected the contract. I didn't... He wasn't interested in leaving to them when I was rejecting offers, so I'm not surprised that he stayed. But the thing is, if Genoa offered a big enough wage, them being top in the Serie B, he probably would have left there. If he went to Spezia, I would have been like, that's a step down. But to Genoa, I understand. Wow, he stays. Thank God. Give me a scout report and thank God right now. It was a sign. Card is 87, mate. Requested a leave. He's already very good as a box-to-box midfielder, mate. Just get him in the hole, mate. Get him in the hole. Shadow striker, surely. To be fair, as a shadow striker, he's not the worst. He's very, very, very physical, good determination. Thank God. I think we should sign him just because. He could also play as a box-to-box midfielder unbelievably well. And a ball-winning midfielder unbelievably well. Would he want to be one of the best players at the club? He would want to be one of the best players at the club. Interesting. I am tempted to sign him. I have enough money to sign him. I could sign him. Should we go after him, boys? Should we go after Thank God? Because it's just a sign, isn't it? Oh, I didn't mean to press my calculator. Oh, here we go. That is just a name. I don't believe he's transfer listed. 180. If I give you like 40 up front, and I'll give you installments over like 3 years, I'll give you another 100. And I'll give you, after 50 league appearances, another like 60. Would you take it? Yeah, by the time he does all that, we're going to be so rich. It's 40 up front, 100 over 3 years. So it's going to be 33.5k a year, right? And then 60 after 50. All right. Well, it's just turned from keeping Zahora to let's sign Thank God because it's a sign. I don't even care what he wants. He wants to be an important player. He wants to play as a central mid, as a attacking, no knowledge, strengthen the area midfield. You are the reason we're strengthening midfield, mate. If you would take a regular starter, I'm happy. Would you take a squad player? Ooh. Ooh, that's filthy. Mate. None of that. I'll give you 4-6 though. 5-5, that's fine. Remove and exclude that. I'll give you 5-6. I'll give you a little bit of a signing on fee, and I'll get your agent onto max. I'll then add a bonus. If we win the Superliga 3, right, you can have about 17k. And if we win the Skybank Poclean next season, because obviously we're already out, I'll give you another 13k. Fairly promising. What's 5k a week? I want to give you 4-5. 5k a week. 4-8. 6k. How did you go up? Alright, 5k a week for Thank God. I think he's really good. Like, don't get me wrong, I think this guy could play. The fact that he's so physical, this guy could be unreal. I think that's a signing and a half, to be fair. The fact that he actually wants to come as a rotation player, a squad player, for a year. Like, we would have kept him as a squad player for a year. Yep, he leaves, this guy goes straight in. That doesn't bother me. The only thing that bothers me that he's not, like, out of this world, he wants to play as an advanced playmaker and attack in his natural position, which is not what I want to see. We just have to give him games as an advanced playmaker and attack, or whatever, which is not great. But once he's done that for a year, that's fine. We can play him in that. So the promise of playing him in the right position, strengthen midfielders, which is a bit interesting, because I bring him here and I've got so many midfielders. I don't think I would sign another midfielder, to be fair. Olympic Lyon just made a hook bid big time. Wow, well that just happened. Thing is that I could sell the hook, get Yeppy back as a box-to-box midfielder, move him in as a natural advanced playmaker and attack role, switch him at half-time to shadow striker, so he's played in that role and he's happy, right? And there you go. How much did that offer? I don't want to really sell the hook. Don't want to really sell the hook too. This is just all kicked off. AGF just made a bid for him. Frisk, I'm currently talking to Frisk anyway. Look, if you don't take that, then whatever. They just gave me 2.4 mil, a range of friendly, 20% profit, 500 up front. Is the only club interested? I would have to have 6 mil, thanks. I would have to have his release fee to sell him, to be fair. He's too good not to. He's played for Finland. He's got a bit left on his contract. I would need the 6 mil. I would need the 6 mil. To be fair, I'm just going to reject the next bid, and if they come back with 6 mil, then sure. They want 2.9. Wow, we're about to lose the hook, aren't we? Would you be taking 6.25 million? Especially with the other guy coming in. This is the thing. I want to like almost stall it so then we know that he's coming in. I almost want to stall it so we know that the other guy is coming in. Because Thank God can come in and play in here. That would be good. $6.25 million or it's nothing. To be fair, if they don't say it now, I'm just going to reject and see what happens, to be fair. Because I've seen a lot of times you reject it, and there we are. 3.1. Will he play for him? Do we get tricky? Wow, the Olympic Lyon just made a $6.25 million bid on deadline day for him. Wow. Wow. All right, thank God's in. Thank God's in, but we're about to lose the hoop for 6.25 million. What has gone on here? What has gone on here? Ask Bubnajar as captain. Yes, get him in. Well, hello. Thank God. My name's Damien. How's it going? Advanced playmaker and attack. All right, so look, it looks like he's leaving. You would have to do this, right? And then thank God would have to come into here as an advanced playmaker and attack. Improved coaching team. I'm aiming to do that. And strengthened midfielders. That one there is going to be the difficult one. 213 days is a lot of time. By then, he could have left. I think this guy's unreal. I honestly think this guy's, like, nailed on. He's as good as the midfield as everyone else. And up front, he's arguably as good as the Yeppy. By the way, this means Yeppy moves back to the box-to-box midfielder role. And just look how good he is a box-to-box midfielder. Oh, my God. The hook's going to go. I did not, out of everything when I started this episode, boys, and the stream, I can't love links down below, I did not think it was Zahora staying, Hook leaving. Because the Hook has not had one bid all year, all window. He had a couple bids from Lyon for about $1 million or that last window at the start of the year, but nothing crazy, and he didn't really want to leave. All of a sudden, 6.25 million, I don't see how he stays. That's going to just come into the bank. And now Yeppy and Kenny have played together before, and Yeppy is definitely a better box-to-box midfielder. I've been looking for a way to get Yeppy in the box-to-box midfielder role because he's so well-rounded. This is the way, and thank God is here. He's just beyond. He's just come down from the heavens and appeared on the screen. He's gone. See you later, mate. Wow, he went 78 rating. He's unreal. I miss him already. He's unreal. I miss him already. But wow, breakthrough prospect. He's got to play games for him. We'll definitely keep him in the shortlist indefinitely. Wowzers. I did not see that. Frisk decided to not stay. What a bastard. Giving him everything. I offered him a contract like 3 weeks ago to stay at the football club because I didn't realise he was running out of contract. And now he's going here, to this club here in like League 2. Good luck to you. That's a backwards move. You're never going to be anything now. Now, scouts do rate him as well. Scouts reckon he could be decent. That's interesting. Wow. So how much money do we have now? 3.1 million. Jesus. What has gone on here? We got 8 mil in the football club. I'm signing a left mid, aren't I? Do we just sign a left mid now to try and win the title? What do I do with all this money? What has just gone on? All right, can we just see what's the difference between advanced playmaker and support and attack? He will look to pay in the hole and place passes in the hole. Look to run at the line from deeper. Surely he's a bit better on attack than he is in that. 30 acceleration. He's got the speed. I see why he sits in the hole, but I don't think he's the greatest in the hole. He's got 15 tackling. He's a box-to-box midfielder in himself, man. Be honest, I see him as a shadow striker with the physicals. He's going to be very good as a pressing forward, to be fair, with 15 tackling. Thank God. How are you? Doesn't dive into tackles, even though he's got 15 tackling. Interesting. All right, he's advanced playmaker and support. Advanced playmaker and attack, for me, I think he's better. I'm going to play him as advanced playmaker and attack and then move into a shadow striker. I think the first thing we do is just get him working on his shooting ability on double intensity. Mate, just get him getting forward whenever possible. This is the sort of guy that should be getting in the box every freaking time. Is he also tall? He's 6'4". He's a god. He's got 15 jump. This guy's going to score so many headers. What has gone on? What are the mad... How long is this episode? It's been 24 minutes of just madness. Episode has been called Thank God. We have done what we needed to do. We've signed what we needed to sign. I think we sign a left mid. We've got 2-point-something million. Let's just go sign a left mid. What has gone on? I do not know what has gone on. Dim Sim, you here? What has gone on? This is crazy. All right. Who is transfer listed as a shortlisted player right now on the left-hand side? I know this feels bad for Jenkins, but just left-hand side, who's shortlisted? Look, any pick winger. Attack. Go. Done. Match 9 for 11, mate. We need a match 11 from 11. There was a guy there for 9 for 11 that was on a free, by the way. Norwegian guy, 25 years of age. Yeah, I don't think he's actually that great, to be fair. $10 from 11. 13. 10 from 11. Have a look. Promising winger. How much do they want? 6 million. No. I wouldn't mind some of a little bit of experience. This is not how I expected. Going brave with my biggest buy-in ever. Let me know. Let me know. Especially after how you went the other day. I do not mind that. Don't think this guy's good enough. Anyone transfer listed on this list? Hey, Lewis Morgan. Did we bring Lewis Morgan in? Former Celtic man. I had him on a save. Like last year. Lewis Morgan. Anyone got anything about Lewis Morgan? Left-footed winger, Lewis Morgan. How much do they want for him? Listed for 800k. Oh, it's a bit expensive. Anyone else? Does anyone know on this list? Christian? Lewis Morgan, huh? Compare him with Zahora, but he's not going to be a Zahora player. I just want to see what the difference is. Zahora is so much better in the air, so much better technically. I think Lewis Morgan actually lacks. Do I want Lewis Morgan, though? How have you gone this season, Lewis Morgan? Oh my God, Mighty Red. Jeez. Go ship it, mate. I was like K in the MLS. Lewis freaking Morgan, huh? Alright, just clear all this. Who's on the transfer list on the left-hand side? I don't even have to go anyone that's listed. Who wants to come? I've got money to spend. It's the left-hand side. It needs to be done. Listed, left-hand side. Do it. Do it. Who's the most? 9 mil. Stefan El Sharari is not coming for 9 mil. 2.1. I could actually afford Steph. No way. No. Wouldn't happen. He's actually interested in coming. That is stupidity in itself. Joe Lolly's too old. I'm just leaving names that I know. How about this? What's in my shortlist? Doesn't have to be expiring in 6 months. Any. Who's got the best scout report? This Brazilian does. 19 million. Yeah. Who's ready to come? This guy's actually listed from Benfica. Right. He's listed from Benfica. You can see it. He's got 15 pace, 14 acceleration, 15 determination, 11 off the ball. Good 14 flair. Good crossing, good that. When was the scout report done? Apparently he's already a good little player. This was done in the 2025, about 6 months ago. He's been sitting at Benfica not doing much. He's been playing in Benfica B and kind of tearing it apart, but not really. Match ratings are broken. They did just patch that. This is my first day playing since the new patch. 1.9 million they paid. They have listed him at the moment for 50k. This guy might be worth trying for 50k. We'd expect to start most matches. Alright, we've got Dolek. This guy's on the loan list. This guy's out of contract, 81. Alright, can we... I know Benny's really meant to be really good. 16 pace, 16 acceleration, Australian. 700k compensation. He's not bad. He's already at a very good level on the left-hand side. Ivan is better vision, same speed, better mentally, better vision indeed. Is Ivan good enough is the question. Termination, flair. I think he's decent to be fair, Ivan. I'm not so sure what we do here. This is interesting. This is tight. Do you go for Ivan? What do you reckon, chat? And I've got the money. He's transfer listed 50k. I understand. All right. Who has got? If I was to go scouting potential, at least this much potential. Ivan, Gulib, Ben, Pablo. One on the low list probably doesn't want to be sold. This guy here just wants too much money from QPR. Suleiman as a winger. He's air. Ivan's got the thing. What's the difference between Ivan and him? Ben's quicker. Ben's got more physical. Ben's got better attacking. I think we play better with an out-and-out winger, to be fair. I feel for Jenkins. I feel for Jenkins and all this, but what it does mean is Jenkins can go to the bench, and all of a sudden on the bench, I have a left wing shadow striker attacking thing. He's definitely a backup striker, but he plays on the left very well. I'm surprised the best guy we're looking at here is like, yeah, this good. All right, let's go back to like any again. Let's just go by a rapid pace as a winger. Preferably a winger. I think wingers work better for me. Right? And let's just go with, 11 crossing, 11 dribbling, 11 first touch. Don't care about the passing being too much. Don't care about that being too much in the techniques. Don't care about that being too much. 14 flair. Off the ball, get that down to 10. Acceleration, agility, and pace being 15. Match 10 from 11. 4 players. Anderson Oliveira looks already better than Dolek. Yeah, Anderson's got that little bit more technically vision, speed, and all that about him. He's very good. And when was his last scout report? A lot of these should have been like recent. That was this year, not long ago. That was done last month. And he already, to me, looks like, yeah, he's the guy on that side. Gabriel was listed, wanted by Seoul, 725k. Hasn't got a scout report. Does look decent. Let's compare him, though, to Anderson Oliveira. Very similar. Anderson's a little bit quicker, where Gabriel was a little bit quicker. Where's Gabriel come from before we went the thing? River Oviedo. Never really played. I would have looked to someone like this to tear up the A-League, and he hasn't. This is turning into a long episode. Jordan Ibe. Hello, that's a throwback. Very quick. Good flair. Not playing his best. Simon on Kiviest. Randers want 1.2 million for him, and he's not bad. He's a young Dane as well. I don't mind a young Dane, to be fair. Good pace, good acceleration, decent crossing, decent flair. I don't know what we go for here, to be fair. We drop it all by 1, we get 24. That, to me, is just too much. Ivan Dolik comes again, all of a sudden. Yeah, but I think you have to match 11 from 11 to be on this list, and then it's 6. So it's Kiviest, Jordan Ibe, Gabriel, James Norris comes up. He's currently on loan. Which one do you reckon, chat? I think all of a sudden, I think it's Anderson. Wants 6k a week. Good determination. Very inside forwardy. Could play as a winger. Can play in the hole as well. Inside forward on attack, though, is what I would prefer him on. Well, we got Gabriel. He plays on the left. Probably as an inside forward. Yet again, though, very good pace, very good dribble, very good decent determination. Great flair, great off the ball. This is the sort of guy that I think would be very good for me. Without a scout report, though, it makes it difficult. Or we go Ivan. His scout report hasn't been done in a while, but he's an out-and-out winger. And he's a proper winger. He's someone that's going to beat a man. And off we go. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Sorry, YouTube, this has taken so long. This is blowing my mind. We will give you a game this episode, but wow, thank God. I don't know what has gone on this episode at all. Billy, thank you for the thing on for the sub on YouTube, mate. Come on, chat. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, chat? I see, Oliveira to me, though, is already at the level. He's already a good player. It's already a good player at the level. Gabriel, I don't know. I need a scout report. I'm not going to be able to get one. And if I go to my shortlist, we've got a couple. This guy is okay. Jabe Norris is already gone. Flavio Pedroza is 18. Already 2.5 star. Already got good flair. Already got good pace. And then there's Ben, who at 21 probably deserves to play for Australia. I'm not sure. There's also a case to say we don't spend the money, we hold it. But I just don't see how this budget is going to be another 2 million next season. There's no one here being scouted that we should be like, oh my god, yes. This guy here from Spal, but that doesn't count. This is taking way too long, YouTube. I apologise, but this is huge. Can I get a scout report on him in like a day? Does he want to even come? Sydney FC want 725k. You want to be one of the most star players. I think the Brazilian, to be fair, is probably the guy. Without a scout report, I look at him and go, he's probably the guy. It's him, or it's this Jordan I would be an option, or this Anderson Oliveira. And I think they're very close. I think Anderson Oliveira and him are very, 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 very tight. Better finishing. Oliveira has better composure. Same amount of dribbling. Better first touch there. Better long shot for Gabriel Zinho. That's a great name, though. Technique. Name plays a part. Same flair. Same off the ball. Composure lacks, but better anticipation. Physically, better agility, but better balance, which is important. Does he like a big game as this boy? Doesn't say. I'm gonna sim a little bit. This episode has gone for 37 minutes because we've signed Thank God Zahora stayed and the Hook then left on deadline day, and I've all of a sudden got 2.7 mil and Silkenborg making a poach for him. No chance in hell that's happening. And Holderbro making Niels Anderson bid. Yeah, you can go. It's all happening. It is all happening. It's already got a thing of 65. Apparently it's just 3-star. Doesn't enjoy a big game. Alright, straight away off the thing. Get me a scout report on Dockett really quick. And get me a scout report on Anderson really quick. And get me a scout report even on a 30-year-old Jordan Ibe really quick. I need time to tick slowly. This is turning into one of the most insane deadline days that we've had on this save. This is definitely the most insane deadline day we've had on this save. This is going down as one of the most insane deadline days I've had in all my YouTube. It's just madness. It's just gone on swings and roundabouts, and here we are, 40 minutes into an episode, and I've got 2.7 million to spend. If I press the padding button, I've got 4 million to spend. This is ridiculous. Well, do you think I wanted him to go? All of a sudden, Jordan Ibe, no. Anderson Oliveira, no. Dockett's been dropped down to 81. Still has a potential to be good and to be leading. Dockett has dropped down to 81. Fairly consistent, enjoys a big game. I do like that. His contract is expiring on a free. He's listed at the moment for 50k. That's very much a steal. Anderson Oliveira, though, doesn't have the great job. Needs to learn the language. Would be happy. His last game, he got a 7.2 and a 0-0. Ivan Dokic, last game. Hasn't say. I just like the fact that he's a fairly consistent performer and he enjoys a big game. I think we sign him. and they just be like, yeah. I think we sign him at left mid. I know it's not the most breathtaking one, but we sign him at left mid, and there we go. Do I sign a centre-back? That's the next question. Do I sign a bit of a ball-winning centre-back? Ball-playing... We've got the money, boys. Here we go. This is just... Things are changing. The Hook did want to leave. Regular starter. That's fine, because he won't get too angry if I do rest whatever. Do you want to just take like 7k a week? Give you a little bit more agent fee? You get 10 assists, that's fine. You want to take like 6.5? 3-year deal at 7. Right, I'm no pussy. We'll do that. I just think he's too good to pass up on. I think he, on paper, apparently, thank God, can play out there. I think on paper, this guy's really good, plus he could still grow. I know it's only 50k. Out of all the signings in my head, I was going to, we're going to make $1 million signing or whatever. 50k is not the worst. That still, I think, is our transfer record. That's the most we spent on a player is 50k. Right. Neil's gone. Still can make an approach for him. Fullback on the left-hand side, no. Usberg in for him, no. I've used Simon a fair bit this season as a backup, so no. Do I have anyone in my shortlist that I really want at centre-back? Christian I want. His transfer is not transfer listed, but his contract is expiring, and I want to bring him in, but he doesn't want to come. I want to know what would be the signing. How much is he? 850k. Like, I gave you like 100k. What would you say? 275 after league appearances. Percentage of profit. I'll remove that, and I'll give you 300 up front. What would you say? 400 up front. 450. Because Christian's unreal. Christian's the ball-playing defender on cover is unreal. He's perfectly what I need on the right-hand side. He doesn't want to come on a free, but I'm happy to spend money on him. He's 22. Marquez offer accepted. Wants to be a squad player, mate. You want to be a squad player? Regular starter. This should help me get his wage down. Clubs and Continental. 9 mil. Remove that. 4.6. Suggest that. 5k. Done. Wow. I don't know what's going on here, boys, but 450k for him. Paying double registers. Good luck, Burger. What has gone on? We have sold on our best players. We've now got THANKGOD in, which is the name of this episode. I will give you this OB game. I do not care. I will give it to you. But wowzers. But wowzers. Oh my. Accept that. Ivan's in. Ivan comes in at left mid. We have all of a sudden, after making one sale, keeping Zahora, I think we're going to be in a position, boys, to win this title. Have we got a good number for him? Where is it? Numbers. Henry Dus wants 9. THANKGOD wants 10. Yep, he's got the 10. I'm sorry, mate. Where is he? He's not here. Ivan Dokic. There he is. Unregistered. Give him the 12. Marquez is in. Oh my god, it's all happened. Team register. Ivan Dokic in. Confirm that. Bang. Ask Bubnajar to welcome him in. Wowzers. Elk for Zahora. Elk out. Ivan Dokic in. Winger on attack. Wow. That happened. Bubba, Alcotra out. Just going to put that guy there for now until this guy signs officially in a second. And then the new signing comes in. I'm going to maybe try loan out Alcotra here on the end as well. 450k. We just spent 450k on a guy. He is good. This 22-year-old from Wolves, I think could be really good. I think he's unreal. Have a look in a second, Burger, while we finish off this episode. This has been crazy. This could be an hour long. Oh, I've put the wrong thing. How long is it? 45 minutes. Yeah, we're probably going to hit an hour episode here. What has gone on? What has gone on? It is out of my mind what has gone on. I do not understand what has gone on. Team register him in. Yep, confirm that. Yep. Sign squad number. He's going to wear the number 6 for now, but we'll change that. Does he have a preferred number? No, he's just going to wear the 6 for now. That's, by the way, who I was going to move for as the striker. If Zahora left, I would have brought him in. Jacobson out. And Marquez in on that right-hand side as a ball-playing defender. He could be unreal. I don't care what that... I don't care that that's that. That is not that. I'm sorry. He is that. As a covering defender, normal ball-playing defender and defender is not bad, but on the covering defender, he's even better. I think we'll leave him on normal to be fair to start with. But the fact is that he's got good marking, decent tackling, 6'2", good jumping reach. I think he's better than Bubba. I really do. He was on my list to get in over Bubba anyway. Where is Bubba? Bubba Fernandez. Missing him? There he is. But Bubba is like unreal in the air. We get hit over the top a lot. Marquez's speed is good, and he can play football. Like, he can play out and out football, this guy, because he can play some ball. Wow. I don't mind playing him on a cover, but I don't mind playing him on defender. We might try it on cover, see how that works. Bubba then comes into there, and I think we get a Kotra out on loan. I think we do that. And then I just don't have to worry at centre-back as well. That is ridiculous. I think that's crazy. All right, YouTube, I'm going to end it there, right? Because you don't even know if this guy goes out on loan or not. And if he doesn't, he wants some first-team football. I'd probably play him in, like, the game against Vigil, you know, where we're playing second bottom and that. And if that's not good enough for him, I don't even care because he trains at a 6, right? And I always tell him off. I cannot understand what has just happened. I do not understand as well. We have just to recap, right? Just to recap. We just lost, right? We just lost on deadline day in the hook after Zahora had 2 offers accepted for 5 mil and rejected both of them. We then found a guy called Thank God, and we took it as the sign that Zahora was going to say no. Thank God was then transfer listed and wanted. We're now only paying, we paid 40k up front for this guy, and over 3 years it's 400. Mate, just whatever, right? Whatever. Done, right? He's going to be worth his weight in gold. There will become a time where I'll probably move him back a line as well because I think he's good. With that happening and the hook leaving, we then signed Ivan Dolik for 49k, even though we're looking for that big signing, right? He's probably just the best, got a little bit of potential to grow into, but loves a big game, and everything's a big game here at SFB, right? And then Christian Marquez didn't want to join us on a proper contract because he wanted to try and stay at Wolves. I said, no, mate, 300k, 450k, you're in. He's quick, he's big, he can header, he can jump, and he can play football, and we've been lacking that. He's in, the Swiss. I think that is an unreal little bit of business, ladies and gentlemen. I think that has been unreal. The thing I will also say, we've still got 2.2 million to spend. If there is some regions that we see will be after him. All right, we'll be back in a second. We'll be with this OB game. Did I think that I was going to be here 50 minutes later, still doing deadline day? No, but that was crazy. And I'll see you in a second. And hopefully, the new boys start off well against OB. Welcome back, YouTube. It is now time for this OB game. Boys in the chat, Give me a score prediction. It is nuts. Just to recap, I still can't. I'm still, like, it's been like 20 minutes. It's been 20, 15 minutes. I still can't. So Zahora said no to 2 clubs on deadline day, including Genoa, right? To not move for 5 mil. The Hooks had no interest the whole window, and then Olympic Lyon just come in and start a bidding war on deadline day and then pay 6.25 mil release fee. We find a guy called Thank God before all that happens, and we said that this could be it. The sign that is that Thank God has shown up on our screen that Zahora's staying. So then we just looked at him anyway, and he was unreal. We signed him, right? Because we had the money. And then the Hook left after that. So now we've got a left midder in Ivan Dolek, who looks decent and is a big game player and really quick. But most importantly, we got a guy that used to be a former wonder kid, and Christian Marquez now at centre-back, and he's super quick and has the potential to be one of the best centre-backs in the league. All I hope for now is that we go out there and win, and Copenhagen has lost here, has drawn here on the opening day back. If we win today, this has just been one of those episodes that you just put down as an asterisk. The day it changed. The day that we went from being a very decent over, punching above our weight side in Denmark to contenders. If we win today with the team we've got. Yepi, even they're saying that's the team. Yepi is back in his box-to-box midfielder role. I love this. Let him bomb up and down all day long, tackling people for fun, and keep going with that determination. Away we go. He is still wanted. I do not care that he's wanted by Watford and Spull. I do not care. He's currently unhappy. Mate, we're going to win the league and you're going to become happy. Right? Kenny's alongside him, and they have a very good working understanding together, which is really good to see. And the team reads as Robert in goals, Tristan Doe, Marquez playing as a ball-playing defender on cover for the first time. I'm trying this. Tony Christensen, Armstrong, Kenny and Hansen, Bub Najar. Thank God in the hole. I'm going to love saying that. And Thank God's on the ball. Dolek and Zahora. I should just nickname him Thank God, shouldn't I? Like, just nickname him his first name. Thank God. It's his actual name is Thank God. So, you know what? Remove nickname. Right? Set nickname. I think we do this properly. Thank God. Dot. Oh. I think we do that. Thank God. Because his name's actually ThankGod.f. We may as well do that. Thank God. On the ball. And there we go. I can't believe we have a guy called Thank God in the hole, and he's actually really good. Ivan Dolek and that. Expect to see Thank God, by the way, playing in the hole. 3 players making a debut. Team looks really good. This could unsettle the team, having a few new signings just straight off the bat, but I don't care. We've got Neil Jenkinson on the bench, and he knows how to bang goals in, plays up front in the B side. Seen him go play and do well on the left-hand side. It's just nuts. Anyhow, this is the derby, and this is all that matters right now. Let's give fans something to qualify for the Champions Group. We can already do that right now. People look complacent. Don't look complacent, please. It's Thank God and Dolek. That's not the way you want to start. And there we are. That will come to know straight away. Dolek actually loves a big game, which is really good to see. We actually have a natural winger out there. Absolutely. Nicholas Bubnajar, it was going to have a positive effect. This OB side has been hit and miss, but it's the first game back of, since season break, and here they are. No one of our that we used to have here, unfortunately. Well, back in the day. We obviously won our last 2 games. Here's Zahora, Dolek. Thank God in the hole on his debut. Yepi back in the box-to-box midfielder role. We just saw also the Hook in a game just go ballistic in the box-to-box midfielder role. But who knows? I've also started going attacking instead of positive in the last few league games too that we played. Thinking behind that is that we dominate sides so much, and may as well go attacking, score, and then go positive once we do that. But I always start on balanced until we get to that stage as well. Anyhow, early start here, getting on the ball quite well, but a very even game to start with. No early goal to speak of, but it's a highlight here on this left-hand side. And here we go. Tristan Doe, the international, throws towards Thank God, touches, finds Kenny, hits it through bodies, and it's in. Thank God on his debut gets himself an assist, and Kenny scores from distance, and it is 1-0, 13 minutes played, and King Ken has done it again. There we go. Well done, big boy Ken. Well, the big frame, he loves a long-range goal. He scored a couple in the mid-season break from distance. Thank God, just lays it into him. Great pass. Barrios kind of unsided the goalkeeper. Couldn't get clean view of it. And it is 1-0. I'm going to move us to attacking. I want the second. I want us to go out there and get it. And Yepi, here we go. Good ball in, back stick. Cleared away, though. and Sevenson is on it. The one thing I will say about your attacking is you do get hit on the break that little bit more, but usually we're ahead by then. I do switch to positive pretty quick after we get a couple goals ahead. In the end, though, we haven't got the ball back. Chance to cut it, big moment. In the end, it's deflected, I think, by Marquez and into the hands of Robert. Anyway, time ticks away here. If we can get one more, I'll definitely go positive at 2-0. And I definitely go positive after half-time. But 30 minutes played, we're looking pretty decent out there. Dolik not having his best of game, but who knows? And a few boys come back from injury. Anyway, thank God and Armstrong. Thank God already looks like quite the player. The ball towards Ahura is pretty good. He heads down, he's onside, it's 2-0. And Finley Armstrong, what a ball. And let's just see if the match ratings do reflect that he's put a good ball in here. And his match rating goes above a 7. Usually, if they're still broken, he'll be on a 6.8, even though he's just put a ball in like this. Finley Armstrong, what a ball. Zahora times his run, and he's not missing that. He rejected 5 mil to stay here. And here we are. Well, he rejected a contract. We didn't reject anything. Anyway, Marquez looks like he's picked up a knock, which is not what you want to see. But he's still looking good out there, and it's only a tight hamstring. He'll be okay. 2-0 at half-time. Armstrong got a 6.9. That's not too bad. All right, boys. Good start. 2-0 up here in the derby with the new signings. Let's see how we continue on here. Doing well, 50 minutes played, 50% of the ball. I'm going to move us to the positive now. We've been good. We don't need to get hit on the break. We'll just start moving the ball around that little bit more. Anyway, Finley Armstrong, thank God again. Armstrong lays it into Kenny. Ken maybe whip. Back to Armstrong. He may whip. Back to Kenny. He does whip. Yeppy with the header. In the box-to-box midfielder role, and he scores. And it's 3-0, boys, and we look sensational. Yes, it's OB. Yes, it's the derby. Yes, they're down in 8th. But we have come and stepped up away from home in a tricky tie, and we are 3-0 up. Good ball in eventually from Ken. And Yeppy, though, this is what I love about the box-to-box midfielder role, is that he will get into the box with his stats because he's so around and he loves getting forward. And that is perfect. And Yeppy has scored, and it's 3-0. And at the moment, though, still think match rating is a little bit hit and miss, But it's not the worst out there. Anyway, 60-odd minutes played. All right. And Doe throws in the thank God again. He's looked really good in his debut as he loses the ball. But he has looked good. And Yeppy wins it back, though, in his box-to-box midfielder role. And now he runs at people. In the end, it's a weird highlight. Dolly gets on it. Thank God, Zahora. Back to bum the jar, just wide. Good move from the boys. 65 minutes played. We are looking very good. Doe's on a booking. I'm going to get Cameron Roberts out there. So I think match ratings have sort of been fixed in terms of people having really good games. But, we're winning 3-0. No one's really made a mistake, and no one out there's having a good one. Like, your centre-back should be really above the rating. Second person I am going to get out there as well is I'm going to get Suleiman in for Dokic as well. Light for light. Dolik's not had his best of game, and he's also not 100% fit at the moment either, so I'll do that as well. But 3-0, looking not too bad. I'll leave Bum the Jar out there for a bit. Yeppy also looking a little bit legless out there too. And I'm going to get Johansson in there as well before he does an injury. Anyway, Barrios now in the throat. And his ball finds Barrios again. Good, decent press out by Suleiman. I did also line out Salias there, or Collier, the other winger, just to get him first in football. He's gone to the Hunka in Finland. Anyway, Ompno with a run. Robert with a great save. He's been a really good keeper. Every time I think about getting rid of or getting someone in for Robert, Danish goalkeeper of the year last year, averaging over a 7 in the league, just does everything that you need him to do, and makes another great save there. Marquez on a 6.7 as well. I don't understand this. We're obviously keeping a clean sheet, and he's looked like he's played decent. I don't understand why. Anyway, Suleiman now, good ball, looking, finds Oba into Sunmar, back a line. Can we win this ball? We don't. Marquez running with him. In the end, Marquez has done well enough to force him wide and to chase him down. I think that's really good for him. I'm actually going to take him off here if I'm allowed to as well. And I'm going to bring Bubba in, late doors. And normal defender as well. And there we go. Hopefully we keep a clean sheet as well. Robert deserves it in goals. We've looked really good. And Thankgod's going to play 90 minutes here on his debut here. And he's looked really good too. He got an assist, a 7.1. So yeah, match ratings, I'm not completely sold. I think they're a bit better because Armstrong's actually got a 7.4 and Kenny's got an 8.5 and played a Stormer, right? But at the same time, Yeppy scored in the game. Don't think Bum the Jar was that bad. Thank God was everywhere, touched everything, played a lot of decent baller. And Zahora scored and they both only got 7s and we got a 3-0 win. That should be all like 7.5s and 8s and everything, but it is what it is. Anyhow though, more importantly, in a game that we had so many new signings in, we went out there, kept the clean sheet, the new centre-back partnership worked, and that was a 3-0 win, and that's exactly what you want to see. Continue, happy, sensational, brilliant. That moves us also 4 points behind Copenhagen and ahead of Midtjylland. And it's only 2 to 3 days, that's fine. We'll book our spot in the championship group. But it puts us in a very good spot. So the rest of the season comes down to this. Next time I'm going to come back, actually, YouTube, is the final day of the season. We got Copenhagen, and that will show us whereabouts we're going to sit. It will show us if we're going to fight for the, minor premiership. It will show us if we're, sitting third or fourth. It will also show us, though, we got Randers, Silkeborg, and Vigil. I do expect to win all 3 of those games. Randers are way difficult, Vigil on their day, but they're having a really poor year. Silkeborg, newly promoted, have been decent, but I expect at home to beat them as well. Getting into that Copenhagen game, it could be really, 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 really good of us to, win 3 games and be, hopefully, if Copenhagen drop the game, to be in and a shout for minor premiers. That would be really nice for this season. However, we've got the new signings. All the old signings, the Hook, we're going to miss him. But all the signings, the Horus Stage, which is basically a signing in itself. Thank God looked good. New signings seem to have worked well. We won on the opening day. Hopefully see more of Dolek. And Marquez, I think, was very hard done by a 6.7. Anyhow, I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.